Hello, my shining stars. Welcome to my channel. I'm astrologer, and I would love to congratulate us all for creating a little community of people who are interested in astrology and interested how to improve our lives and make our lives easier by understanding how algorithms of our universe work and how planetary dance affects us all and people who live with us. I want to thank you, every single one of you, for subscribing. In the last 6 months, from 300 subscribers, we reached 1,000 subscribers already. I'm very grateful for all your comments, for shares, as well as for paying attention to the information that I say. And I would love to share something important with you today that I discovered recently. There is a concept of Astrodynes or Cosmodynes in astrology. And this is the type of measurement of astrological power of the planets. For example, when we check the weather for today, if it's raining, we take umbrella. If it's minus temperature, we want to know how much minus is that. So minus and pluses in temperature, we have the same minus and pluses in astrology. And when I make the birth chart for my clients, for example, I can see, and now it's a separate report, I can see the harmony of each planet that it brings to the table, and also the power of each house. If total number of all the positions are in minus, it means that a person will have a very turbulent life. And of course, I researched myself, first of all, because I can see what happens in my life, and I can then compare it to the layout that I have right now. And by analyzing the birth chart and analyzing the transit chart, you can predict, and you will actually see in which country, in which city you will be more financially successful, or you will be more successful in love, or you can recover. And it just blew my mind that subconsciously, even without realization, when I relocated from Europe to Canada, when I compared my birth chart harmony and then my transit chart, I discovered that my harmony in Ukraine was in minus, and now I can see that all my harmony, all the levels, all the houses and all the planets are in plus. And I start analyzing what it gave me, and I noticed that even in the bad, stormy, rainy seasons of my transit charts, without setting my mind to be negative, without expecting bad things, I can predict certain things. So I saw that the bad things didn't happen. And it was very minor effect. It was such an easy and such a relaxing effect of those planets. And when I start asking myself, why did it happen? I discovered, so when the bad planets or bad combination, for example, like opposition of the planets in a transit chart in house 8, for example, in house of death or transformation, in the transit house, in the place of my living where I have my harmony in plus, it smooths out all these negative effects, and it can even bring me no stress. And when I start analyzing the birth chart and the transit charts of my clients, especially if they ask me where to relocate, what would be the better recommendation accordingly to the birth chart, I start adding the information from the relocation and transit charts, and I discovered that it's so much easier for people to live, to make money, to meet the significant others when the harmonies of all their houses and general harmony are in plus. On the other hand, I start noticing that people who have problems in marriage and incompatible energies, their cosmodyne charts are in negative towards each other. It's like minus, for example, 20 and minus 200. But in the couples who are very nice and compatible with each other, their harmony is plus 300, plus 400. That's why I highly recommend for people who haven't done their charts yet to find out what cosmodynes are and to read more information about it. I do consultations and I do birth charts for people who are interested in that. I want to highly encourage everybody to look into that, especially if you want to relocate. If you want to change your life for better, you need to know which place will be the best for you and which place will make all your birth charts into harmony. And if our life was ruled entirely by fate, it will be so much easier to predict the future and to predict the life. Astrologers, they only can work with what is available planetary and mathematically. Everything else is a personal choice. With every choice in your life, you are changing harmony and effect of the planets. When you relocate, you change the transit chart. It means that the birth chart that you have when you are born is like your body and the color of your eyes. When you relocate, you change your surrounding, clothes, you change the apartment. You cannot take your house with you, but you surround yourself with the new universe, but it doesn't change the color of your eyes, for example. Same with checking your transit chart. Birth chart will give you understanding of your potential and how you can be more successful in the matter that are very valuable to you. But transit chart can predict great times for investments, for bringing the child into this world. Some women, they try to get pregnant and they try anything possible that they can imagine. But if the place where you live has the house of your family, the house of reproduction, pregnancy is in a big minus, it would be much harder to do that. My recommendation, find out the harmony in that specific house and the harmony in your birth chart of Moon and Venus, and you will see certain patterns. Also, you have to take into consideration Saturn that blocks opportunities for many people, unless you are Aquarius and Capricorn, because Saturn rules those two signs. So if Saturn enters in a transit chart your house 4, house of reproduction or family, or house of pregnancy 8, it means that for 3 years, it doesn't matter how hard you will try, either the pregnancy will not happen, or it would be a miscarriage, or it would be a sick child that will not live long. By knowing all these little details, it's so much easier to understand how the life works and not to expect, not to be too hard on yourself, not to expect much and not to be angry with yourself, because everything is about harmony around us. And even in the birth chart, even in the transit chart or relocation chart, everything is about the balance and harmony. If you will increase the harmony of your houses and planets, you will be able to live the life and manifest everything you want. That's why I highly recommend everybody to look into Cosmodynes. I want to congratulate everybody with 1st of March. I'm very looking forward the times when everything will be in blossom. I'm not looking into allergy season. In fact, allergies is another interesting subject. All people with allergies, they have in their birth chart one interesting gathering of the planets that is responsible for all the chemical poisoning, all the allergies. And if you have it in your birth chart, as I have, you or my brother or sister are also allergic to something in this life. And because it's in our birth chart, we cannot get rid of it, but we live right now in the world where antihistamine medication is available, so I wouldn't worry about that. I will put more information below about Cosmodynes and of this gathering of the stars for that causes allergies in people in the birth charts. I will put more information in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.